Hello, my name's Rebecca and I'm joining in with HDK from home today. So hello, and hello everyone else who's at home today too. Today I'm going to be talking about knowing God through knowing Jesus. So, to start with, God is really big. Compared to him, we are. It's hard for small things to see big things clearly, especially when you're close up. Try putting your hands up in front of your eyes and looking at them really close up. It's just blurry, isn't it? You can't see very much at all. Now, God loves us and he wants to be close to us, but it's tricky. Now, I have drawn a little ant on my finger. You might like to draw a little ant on your finger too later, but for now, just imagine that you have an ant on your finger. It's your new pet. Hello. Now it's your new pet and it's your job to look after it and keep it safe and happy. You can even name your pet if you want to. Now here's the problem. How do you make friends with an ant? How do you help it to trust you and even love you? Well, I suppose I could give it a hug, maybe. I just hug it. Uh-oh. Oh no, I might squish it. No, ants are a bit fragile. I don't think I should hug it. Maybe I will give it a kiss. Oh. No, because the ant could crawl inside my mouth and drown, or I could eat it. No, don't kiss your ant. I know. This is clever. I could go to the doll's house and get the tiniest little cup and give it a drink of water. Then it would know. And then you can see in this picture I tried that, but the cup's still way too big and the ant, she could just fall in and that's not going to work. I could just hold the ant gently up in the air. There we go. And say, "Hello little ant, I'm here to help you. I love you." Except the ant is so small, my face would probably just seem like a big skin-coloured wall. And because ants don't talk human language, they would probably think that my voice was just a loud noise and might get quite scared. Loving an ant is hard. I've got a big problem. Now this is like the problem of getting to know God. He is really big and we are really small. I used to wonder why God didn't talk to me in a big loud voice, because it would be so much clearer and I'd know what he was talking about, and I'd definitely know that he was real. But then I realized that if he talked to me in the same voice that he used to create the universe, it would be so loud and so powerful that I would probably die from the loudness. And if God picked me up on his finger to give me a hug, I would probably think that I was just standing on a great big mountain and I wouldn't know what was happening. So back to your pretend pet. Now imagine that you could shrink down till you were teeny tiny, till you were the same size as your little ant. You could speak ant language. You could give your ant a teeny tiny little hug without hurting it. You could give your ant tiny little presents because you would know what it would like. You would eat the same food as your ant, so you'd know what they liked. And it would be easier for the ant to trust you because it would feel understood. That's sort of what God did with Jesus. He sent Jesus to shrink down into human form. Jesus was human and he was God at the same time, which is absolutely amazing. He lived with humans. He showed humans how to live better. He explained God and what God was like to the humans. He healed sick people, like we saw in the Bible story. He gave crowds of people food to eat. You might remember stories like that. And he was really kind to children. All these things show us what God is like. Now, those humans that saw it wrote it down so that we could read about it in the Bible. Now, Jesus is God. But when he came to earth, he was our-sized, and we could understand him and see him and touch him safely. It was a really big deal. After Jesus was killed on the cross, he rose again and he went up to heaven. And this is where it gets really, really cool. Now Jesus lives inside of us in the very closest place possible, so we can hear him and talk to him anytime we like, and we never, ever have to be alone. So don't worry if you feel like you don't know God. By getting to know Jesus, who lives inside you, more and more every day, you're also getting to know God. If you're a friend of Jesus, you are a friend of God too. Now, back to your little ant. Have fun with your ant. We might go off and do some dancing together. Or I might show my ant a book. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work. No, maybe not. Okay, have fun with your ants. Bye.